Welcome to yet another episode of Success Principles by Successful Principles, a parenting project. My name is Kamalneet Singh. I'm a mindset coach, an author, and a TEDx speaker. I firmly believe that parenting can be the game changer in a child's life. And the sole objective of this series is to help parents like you understand the psychology of kids and also look at what works for them in parenting and what does not. And the best part about the series is that we have educators from different parts of the country joining us to make a difference and contribute to this project. And on today's episode, I have a very special guest with me today. We have with us Ms. Sunita Singh, who is the Director Principal for GD Goenka Group of Schools, Faridabad. I have known her for a couple of years. Somebody who is very passionate, somebody who is very hardworking, somebody who believes that parenting can make a huge difference. Now, she's somebody who has worked in the education sector for almost 3 decades and has worked in premier institutions like St. John's Convent School, Faridabad, Manav Rachna International School, Faridabad, believes that maintaining a healthy balance between scholastic and co-scholastic activities is the key to unlocking the potential of the students. Madam, it is a pleasure to have you on the show today. Thank you very much for joining in.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a lovely introduction. Good morning to you as well as to the audience and the viewers. Thank you so much for welcoming me so warmly. Thank you.
Fantastic. So let's dive in. Now, the title is Success Principles by Successful Principles. So I'm going to immediately dive into success as the term, right? Now, it's a very broad term, and success can mean different things to different people. People may define it in different ways. What is your opinion of success? What is your definition of success?
So you are absolutely right. Success is different for different people. So for some, success is peace. For some, success is being famous, being popular. For us, since I'm leading an organization like GD Goenka, so success means to achieve shared visions, goals by performing action, creating better human beings, creating global citizens who are able to sustain and survive everywhere. So, and making them sustainable and inculcating right beliefs, right practices, right values, right skill set. So that is successful for me. If I see my student in the market or outside school, I see him as a very humble, very responsible, very respectful citizen of the country, and that's success for me.
Fantastic. I think that's a very student-oriented and a student-centric way of looking at things. And I think every educator probably revolves around student as the epicenter of everything that they do. Wonderful. So, I talk to parents, and if you ask them, what do you really want from your kids? Usually they give a very common answer, and this is across. What they would usually say is that I want my kids to be happy. I want my kids to be successful. I want my kids to be good human beings. So what I want to know from you is that what does it take for a child to be successful in the real life? What has to happen for that?
Sir, the child, first of all, we should not have any comparisons. We should not draw comparisons. Okay, that is the main problem. That's the root cause of all evils, all problems. Parents want, when you talk individually to them, they want their child to be happy. Okay, the way they are, they want them to grow the way they are growing. So for me, every child is different. Every child is unique. Every child's learning journey is different. Every child's growth story is different. We cannot compare two children. Okay, so when you talk individually to the parents, they also align with this philosophy, but somehow they get, drawn into comparisons. And like other parents, they also, start talking about rote memorization marks. For them also, all of a sudden, percentage and all these things become important, which saddens me as an educator. So what I want is, let's, have belief in every child. Let's make every child confident, smart, and know yourself. That is very important. Know who you are and know your child. What is the strength of the child? Do some SWOT analysis. What is the weakness of my child? So give that kind of upbringing, that kind of value system to your child.
Very powerful. So no comparison. All the parents out there, no comparison. That's a very strong message. I understand that when parents do this, the intention is good, but sometimes it still causes damage, irrespective of the intention. So I'm really glad that you spoke about comparison. They say that the sun and the moon can never be compared. They will shine when it's their time. So brilliant.
Yes, absolutely.
Glad you shared about no comparisons. Now you sit on almost 3 decades of experience, and if I have to ask you, what would be, times have changed, and they're rapidly changing. What would be your top three suggestions for parents? What would be the top three?
See, so top three is we should give all kinds of opportunities to our students, all kinds of exposure. We should not limit our children's thinking. We should not say, don't do this, do this. Give them all opportunities, give them right values. If you have given right value, right skill to your child, your children will be able to choose between or differentiate between what is right or what is wrong for them. So first is give them opportunities. Secondly, give them values and skill set so that they're able to differentiate between right and wrong. Thirdly, let them identify themselves, who they are. Let them know their interest, and accordingly let them build their career. And motivate them, encourage them to work hard in that line only. For example, if my daughter has identified at a very young age that she wants to become an artist, she wants to become a painter, so encourage her, motivate her, give her all kinds of exposures, all kind of learnings, courses, or let her develop those skills and let her excel in that field. So that's what I believe in. So if your child, that my child is a humanities, a child who has interest in social science, humanities, wants to appear for civil services, but I am pushing her to be, an engineer. So that's total mismatch. So that is never going to be successful. It's like don't judge the fish by its ability to climb a tree. So I definitely would like to quote Albert Einstein's words here. That is one thing that's very important for me.
I think what really stood out for me is that self-awareness is very, very crucial, and
Yes, yes.
based on self-awareness of the child, based on their skill sets and their mindset, that's how they should give them a direction to take up a particular
Yes.
career, instead of looking at something on the very surface level and just telling the child that you should probably do this. That's lovely. There's something that we can't hide away from, and I really want to ask you this. Competition has been increasing, and it's going to increase with technology coming in, with now AI coming in a big way. What skills do you think should kids learn at an early age that would probably stand the test of time? What skills should they pick up at an early age?
Okay. So first, I would like to add a bit to the previous question only what you asked me. So once you know who you are, self-awareness is there. You have chosen a profession or a career of your interest, then you should not leave any stone unturned to excel in that. So the problem here is like the children, they know that, okay, they are not made for this. Maybe they are aware also, but then they're not working hard enough to achieve that goal. They have set a goal for them, but they're not putting desired efforts and actions to excel in that. So that is where we need to guide them. We need to be with them. We need to be their philosophers, guides, mentors. We need to mentor them basically. So there, that is very important. They become very complacent. So we need to push them. We need to motivate them. That is what we are doing at GD Goenka. We build those competencies in our teachers also, in our students also, so that whatever they have chosen, after giving them all exposures or showing them, giving them exposures at different platforms. So after that, we start pushing the children. We start, honing their skills, and so that they shine and they achieve their desired goals, along with the teamwork with parents. We collaborate with parents. We very often call them, share our views and our observations about their child, take their observations into consideration. So we give a lot of importance to collaboration here. So that is one thing I wanted to add.
I can fully support that, because I know that I've had the privilege to interact with your parents, and GD Goenka, Faridabad. I think under your capable leadership, I see that there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of initiative that you take in guiding the parents, and that's probably one of the objectives of this series is also a common objective that we have. So really appreciate the initiatives to guide the parents out there. Now, students these days, if you see students also, they're also probably to an extent a bit distracted, and things are changing very fast for them. They came out of the COVID, they were inside the house for almost 2 years, and things are very different for them now. If you have to give a message to all the students out there, what would be a message for all the students out there?
So first of all, reading is very important. We should read. We must read. Okay, we must read all kind of genres. They give you a lot of exposure, experience. You can travel free of cost to any part of the world. And you can explore. You can see from that character's point of view, the protagonist, what does the person is thinking, and had I been in his or her shoes, what would have been the difference? So that kind of imagination is developed. Once you read, you become more imaginative, you become more creative, you become more innovative. Your critical thinking skills, they enhance, your problem solving skills enhance. So for me, reading is very, very, very important. First of all. Secondly, yes, knowledge of computer ICTs, again, it gives you an edge over others. If you are, because that's the test of time, it has stood the test of time, and that's a need of the hour. Thirdly, sustainable practices, be environment friendly. Yes, that, like, it's one earth. I have seen the students, they are very eco-friendly or environment conscious till the time they are in school, but once they pass out from the school, they're again back to their normal. They're learning a lot from the society, from their parents also. So we need to teach them these little things to keep the earth clean. Do not litter, save energy. So all carpooling, so all these things go a long way. Small actions, they make a lot of difference. The world is talking about sustainable goals. We had G20 conference, a lot of discussion happened about climate change. So I want all my students to be environment conscious, very, very responsible citizens of the country, of the world. And we should be very respectful towards other genders, towards other castes, religions. And that is how we are doing in GD Goenka. We are creating equitable opportunities for all. We are maintaining gender parity, equity. So this is the need of the hour, I would say. We have to create a very healthy, very, very booming, blooming, and prosperous society, very responsible, very understanding. The children should not be influenced by any thoughtless propaganda or things going on in the market. They should be very aware that what is right, what is wrong. So we have to make very humble and respectful citizens, accommodating, secular fabric we have to create.
Fantastic. I can see your passion brimming in your answer. And, what you said about reading is very, very crucial. I think all the parents out there, if a child really has to pick up reading, he might want to see you reading as well, because, role modeling can happen there. I'm glad you spoke about that. And also, having spoken about, uh, you know, climate conscious, I think that's very, very important. I think that's something that probably is the need of the hour, and having conversations around that would really make a difference. And I'm glad GD Goenka is taking those initiatives towards sustainable development goals, and a lot of action is happening in that direction. Now, a concluding thought from you for all the parents out there. One concluding thought.
So I would say actions speak louder than words, as you also said. So be the perfect role models for your children. Do not. There should not be no. There should not be any contradiction between what you say and what you do. Is very important. Secondly, understand your child. Spend quality time with your child. Read out story books to them, the toddlers and the seniors also. Read out good books, good text, good paragraphs, good articles in the newspaper, discussion, have a very healthy discussion with them over the dining table or at your dinner time, whenever your family spends quality time, where all the members sit together, share thoughts. How was your day? That simple question makes a lot of difference. How was your day? The child will tell you, how was my day? So what did you do? What good you did today? What went well? What did not go well today? Why it happened? So try to go in the depth of that, and do not protect your children for wrong things. Also, if you feel that the child is doing wrong, be have the courage, to show what is right, what is wrong. So these things are very small, but they're very important. This is what our parents had been doing when we grew up, and the basics never change, sir. They always remain same.
I think very, very powerful answers out there, and all the parents out there, a lot of engagement. I think you have got a lot of golden nuggets your way, and I strongly feel that, if you implement these messages, they say that if a rocket has to launch and 1 degree in the shift can change the destination, and one of the objective was to offer that 1 degree of change so that you can really make a difference. I would want to thank you, madam, for your brilliant inputs, that brimming passion, and a lot of insights, and all the viewers and all the parents out there, so that you can make a difference. Parenting does make a huge difference, and we wish you a very happy and a successful parenting journey. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So that, yes, engagement is the key, as you said. Let's close on that note. Let's be engaged with our children. That will make all the difference.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.